Hello everybody and welcome to Play Great Games. I play 4 new games from the Game Pass every month and eliminate one each week until we have the winner, my personally recommended Game of the Month. Keep in mind these are only my opinions. Today is a big day. It's the grand finale of November 2020. We started the month off with the 4 games Ikenfell, Sort of Ditto, Mormo's Curse, Heave Ho, and Age of Empires 3. The only games remaining are Sort of Ditto and Heave Ho, and by the end of this video, only one will be left standing. I've put a lot of time and thought into my decisions, and I don't know about you, but I'm really excited. Let's jump in. Sort of Ditto, Mormo's Curse. Sort of Ditto is a top-down action RPG. This game reminds me a lot about Moonlighter. The layout of the town, the character design, and the colors of this game are very vibrant as well. And the story. Let me tell you, the story in this game is amazing. I'll try to sum it up for you in a way that's not super confusing. There's a land far, far away. This land is peaceful, but an evil witch is slowly taking it away. There's also a heritage called the Sword of Ditto. The Sword of Ditto is a sword that passes down from person to person, using them to stop the evil witch. When these people die, their memories are put into the sword, and the sword waits 100 years until the next person comes over and picks it up again. There are also people working for the Sword of Ditto. There's this cool cicada spirit thing and this old guy who runs this building that's about the registration or something, I don't know. I only met the guy for a minute or so. But every time a Sword of Ditto dies, the evil witch, Mormo, takes more land. It's a really fun and cool story. I love it. It's not too bright and cute, and it's not too dark and sad. It's right in between where it fits and works best. As for me, I don't really like the controls in this game. You have special abilities, and you need to assign them to different buttons. It sounds like it would be easy, but it's not. There are only certain buttons that you can use, and it's really confusing when it shouldn't be. I also dislike it when you start a conversation and you're stuck in it, just stuck. You'll have to wait until the person is done speaking, then you can move on to play the game. At least make it so you can move around a little bit. At least make it so you can move around, at least a little bit. Another problem with the speaking is when you start a conversation, there's a good chance you'll want nothing other than get it over with. That's how bad the conversations are in this game. There's a good chance that's how bad they are. So it'll keep left clicking. And if you're not very keen and careful, you'll just start the conversation right up again as soon as it's over. Because you got to the end of the conversation, but then entered it again. It's so frustrating. It's frustrating. But other than that, it's a fun game. Now for Heave Ho. Heave Ho is a very, very simple game. You spawn on one side of the map and you've got to climb and cling your way to the other side of the map. Then you win. Then you move on to the next level. This game, as you probably guessed, doesn't have a story, but it is really fun and colorful. And that right there is why it's still here in the grand finale. You can also customize your character. I like that a lot because it shows you that these guys are willing to go to the extra step and add this non-essential feature. You can play in single player mode or couch co-op, and there might even be an online mode as well. So if you prefer to work alone, there's a mode for you. If you don't mind having a sidekick or 2 or 3, then there's a mode for you. The characters in this game, no matter what you do, will always look like art from Monsters University, and sound, if you choose a male version, like Yellow from Larva. Other than that, there's not much else to talk about in this game, so I'll be moving on. It's elimination time. Comment down below which game you think will be eliminated. After a whole month of thinking, I've come up with the best choice. This is, by far, been the hardest week in the whole year. The game to be eliminated is... none of them. It's a tie. I never thought I would be making a tie on this channel. I suspected something strange like this would happen, but never this, especially so early in this channel. It's a tie between Sort of Ditto, Mormo's Curse, and Heave Ho. They both won. I knew from the very beginning that this was going to be a hard choice, so I started thinking then, and I believe the best choice was a tie. I couldn't eliminate Sword of Ditto, especially after finding the story. The colors of the game are vibrant, the character design is perfect for this kind of game. I just loved it so much. And I couldn't eliminate Heave Ho because it was so fun. I feel like this game is similar to Night in the Woods from last week, because visually the other games were better, but I just had so much fun playing it. Heave Ho is such a fun game to play, and that right there is what carried it to victory, along with Sword of Ditto, of course. Sword of Ditto and Heave Ho are the winners of November 2020. I recommend you guys play these games. They're incredibly fun, and they're all family friendly. Alright, that's all for today's episode. I'll be back Sunday, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time with the first episode of December 2020. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and remember, life is short.